Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name is David, and this is a deck review. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's the weekend. Once again, we made it. You made it. You made it through the week. It is now at the weekend. You can put up your feet, relax, kick back, and enjoy a deck review. Why not? Every weekend we look at a deck of cards, going over the latest and greatest, talking about the tools of the trade, right? I love playing cards. Here's what happened. A while back, I did a series of videos where I went through my entire collection and showed every single deck of cards. And a couple of times, I had some people comment and say, hey, I never saw that deck before. You didn't do a review of that deck. And so there was probably like 5 or 6. Something like that, that just slipped through the cracks. This was one of them. This is the Starbucks deck that was released in the summer of 2018. And of course, being that long ago, you can't find it in stores now, but you can find it on eBay for less than 10 bucks. So if at the end of this, you're like, oh, that's not a bad deck, and I like Starbucks, which, come on, I like playing cards and I like Starbucks. I didn't even know this deck existed. Somebody bought this for me because they said, hey, I know you like cards. I saw this at Starbucks and picked it up for you. And I was like, oh, thanks. But yeah, so you can still go out to eBay and get this. Like I said, it's 7 bucks, something like that. It's super, super cheap. Why'd they put out a deck of cards? Well, Starbucks has lots of merch, actually. And I think this deck was released to celebrate the opening of the Starbucks Reserve Roastery in Chicago. And if you don't know, Starbucks was founded in 1971 by Jerry Baldwin, Zev Siegel, and Gordon Bowker at Seattle's Pike Place Market. During the early 1980s, they sold the company to Howard Schultz, who, after a business trip to Milan, Italy, decided to convert the coffee bean store into a coffee shop that served espresso drinks. Today, Starbucks is the world's largest coffee house chain, and as of November of 2022, the company had 35,711 stores in 80 countries. 15,873 of them are based right here in my hometown. No, in the United States. There's about 16,000 Starbucks in the United States alone. The tuck case has the back design on one side and the Queen of Hearts on the other. The side here is just the colors, the orange, and right there it tells you that it was released in 2018. There's nothing there, just says Starbucks there. You're gonna notice that it has a very short flap. Now, usually when you have a short flap like this, and then as we'll see from the cards inside, it's a good indicator that they were made in the People's Republic of China, and that's what I would assume, being that Starbucks is a large company, that's where they would get their decks printed. It's gonna feel exactly like a PRC deck. All right, so here's that back design we saw earlier, and there's a couple things we could point out. The first of which is it has a nice, thin poker border, right? Love that. Second, has a frame on the inside, and you can see the Starbucks cup there in the center. It says Starbucks and since 1971 underneath. Green dot, no logo, but the green dot basically says this is a Starbucks cup, right? The cup is right side up, and it's the only cup on the back. So that means that if you reverse it like that, you will know if it's upside down. So this is a one-way back. Now, why is that important? Well, let me write these for you and I'll show you. Here's the face. The faces are also one way. Look at that. You see there's a light blue and a dark blue, and you go all the way through, and then you have a light orange and a dark orange underneath, which means if you fan the cards, they could either be light on top, right, and dark on the bottom, or the other way around. That also means that if you had a reverse card in there, you would see it because you'd see the dark top and the light bottom. The other thing is the color difference. So black cards are blue and red cards are orange. And you see the deck breaks in blue, orange, orange. The ink is all white. So with your Ace of Spades, you've got a original Starbucks mermaid there, not their traditional logo, which is a little odd. I would think you'd put their logo front and center. Somewhat traditional pips and indices, right? But completely original quartz. So the quartz have been completely redrawn. I really like the quartz. They're a nice quart card, and I would encourage them to use them again if they made a second deck, especially if they could do one maybe on bicycle paper. They're all holding a Starbucks drink, of course. So here's one just even holding the mug, but I guess it might have been too difficult to make the mermaid logo inside the orange circle, but every single quart is unique and different. They're all holding a Starbucks mug, and your pips and indices, like I said, throughout are white. You'll get two jokers, one orange, one blue, and again, she is holding the Starbucks cup. Now, I did mention that they're made from the People's Republic of China. They're gonna be a little clumpy, right? They don't have air cushion finish. They're gonna feel like a China-made deck. 10 cards in the caliper come to 2.87, which is about the same thickness as a deck you'd buy today. So I think there's a couple things that would keep you from using this in cardistry, because I think once the cards start going mishmash, then the colors get all switched around because the back design and the front are one way. So it would kind of make things all jumbly. I wouldn't even recommend it for Magic because it doesn't handle very well. And I mean, it's a Starbucks deck, so why are we using a Starbucks deck for Magic? The only thing magical about the deck that I could see is the tuck case makes a really cool card reveal, right? So you force the Queen of Hearts, and then you could reveal it on the tuck case if you'd like. But yeah, if you like it, you like Starbucks, like I said, you can pick it up at eBay for less than 10 bucks. And I don't know, what do you guys think? What do you guys think about companies that put out their own decks with their own brandings? Is that something that you collect? Or interest? I know they have special interest decks. I know they have, I have lots of decks for movies, right? Movies or products like Coca-Cola. There's tons of Coca-Cola decks. Of course, you go to big amusement parks like Disney World. They've got their own decks. So is that something you guys collect or interested in? What do you guys think about when big companies use China to print all their cards because they need millions of decks? Does that hinder you from collecting those types? Let me know down below. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Oh, hey, and one more thing. I know you've seen me in my videos wear this shirt a lot, the Magic Orthodoxy brand shirt. And I don't know if you know this, but this is not just a merch shirt. This is not just a shirt that has my brand. This is actually a magic trick. This is a Magic Reveal t-shirt that is available exclusively at my Teespring store. It was actually designed in Melbourne, Australia, and it is your 30-minute secret weapon, because it looks like a seemingly innocent vintage tee, but all over this are 6 different magic reveals. So you got ESP reveals, coins, cards, the toxic forces on here, even a movie, and a lot more. You can use this as the grand finale of your entire close-up act. It's available in maroon, black, and gray. And I have another YouTube video that completely explains how to do a reveal for each one of these tricks. So I actually have a magic tutorial for this t-shirt on my channel. So it's there. It tells you all about it if you want to learn more. Or you can just go down to any one of the graphics that are down there. That'll take you out to the Teespring store if you click one of those. And thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for all your support.